Hi everyone and welcome back to Mr. Moo's Models. Today in this video I'm going to present to you my entry into Tim Hedworth's #Twin Brit group build that is running currently on Facebook. I'm going to show you the kit that I'm going to build, have a little review of it, and if we have time we'll even make a little start. So the kit that I'm chosen to build is this one here. This is the Tamiya 1/72 Tornado F3. I know it's an Italian V-box. I know certain problems on the kit, but I've also seen them to be made into some really nice tonkers. So the idea is to try and do as good as we can do with that. So what I'm going to do is, as always, point the camera down at the bench, and then first and foremost we'll have a quick look through the sprues, the instructions and the decals which are included, and sort of come up with a plan of attack for this this kit. So bear with me 1 minute, guys. So guys, different camera angle here, see whether it's going to work. We'll give it a go. This is the Tamiya Tornado F3. It's a V-box from Italian, and the giveaway is the fact that plastic parts and decals are made in Italy. We've got a nice photo of the assembled kit here on the front, and on the sides we've got some more photos of the finished article. Same from top, and the kit number which is 20. I paid £8.95 for this from a local model shop in Birmingham. On this side here we've got all our paint core lights in Tamiya. So there we go. So let's open up. So we've got instructions, which we've got the decals in, a clear sprue, and 2 sprues of grey plastic. I've been inspired by Mr. Flory for this one, so I'm going to start with the instructions. The instructions are all in Japanese. It gives you the dimensions of the aircraft at the top here, the tools that you're going to need, and then it's just a fold out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, and painting and decaling. So as with most aircraft, the kit starts with the cockpit, which looks quite basic. I do know that there's apparently a little issue with the weapon systems officer, or I'm not sure what they call it in the RAF. This panel's either too far back or too far forward, so that might need correcting. After doing that, you then move on to the wings. It's got a system where you pop the pylons in, and I'm guessing that you don't glue them to allow them to rotate. A very simple swing wing mechanism here. Then it's buttoning the top and bottom halves together with, I'm guessing that's some weight there. It says 10 grams, and getting the tails in there. And then it's putting in the air intakes, making the start on the canopy here. Then after that we've got the tail fin, we've got the air brakes out or in, and then it's the undercarriage and the little bits and bobs, and then to finish off it's weapons, which are AIM-9 sidewinders and sky flashes, and 2 fuel tanks, and then it's got the paint fallouts. Now it's all in Tamiya, so cross-referencing might be a bit difficult. I think these were basically all over barley grey, which is camouflage grey, and decals, which are quite easy to follow, and a little sprue mat. So not much to the kit, but enough to keep them going. Decals. So these are the kit decals. They look alright, nothing too fancy, not too many of them there. Let's just bring you in if we can. Let's get those, there we go. So I'm going to try and zoom you in. There we go. So kit decals, not too many of them, and they look look okay, quite a bit of carrier film. I'm probably not going to use all of those though. I'm probably going to end up using these decals, which are a bit old. They're from Extra Decal, but they're a 75th anniversary of I think it's 290 CU, so a bit of a different scheme there. Alright, so starting with the sprues, it's recessed details, although the recesses aren't exactly that well pronounced. A bit soft in certain places, other places aren't too bad. Nice bit of detail just here in the undercarriage doors. Let's just see where we can get you in. You see that bit there? There we go, let's just bring it into focus. There we go, so we've got some nice detail in the undercarriage doors. The wing detail's not too bad either. Go. Although quite fine, but it should take a wash quite nicely. Just bring you back out. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Focus. The weapons that look quite basic. Sky flashes are basically sparrows. They've got an annoying ejector pin just on the back here, which you'll have to sand down. The fuel tanks, I'm not sure whether in the late 80s and early 90s whether the F3 used the Hindenburger tanks, the big ones. If it did, I'll probably poach them out of a Revell kit. So there's a bit of a mixed sprue, some good details, something not quite so good there. The other sprue, there we go, just get it into focus. Go, wonderful. So the gear detail looks all quite basic. Cockpit details, got some raised generic details which will probably take a wash and a dry brush quite nicely. The instrument panels here, let's get you zoomed in on these. There we go. There we go, right. So the cockpit, the instrument panels are raised. Should take a nice wash in there and some dry brushing and some stuff. I think that's more or less the correct panel for an F3. I'm not entirely sure. Looks close enough to me. But I'm no Tornado aficionado. I mean, I do like a Tornado, don't get me wrong, it's one of my favourite aircraft, but I'm not a geek about it. Details on top here look quite, they're not very crisp, the panel lines, so it might need a little bit of a rescribe prior to getting a wash on later. And then transparent details, let's just bring something underneath so I can see whether they're lensing or not. Okay, so we've got the Detonator Cord which runs on top is moulded in, which is quite nice. I imagine I could probably just run a very light wash along that and then just wipe it off, especially a clay wash. So no, looks okay. So that's pretty much it. The instructions, 2 screws and a set of decals, so not much to this kit. So guys, I'm going to make a little start on this kit. I'm not going to go too far along, but I'm going to get this part done here. We'll get the cockpit basic details together. That we can airbrush a base colour and then paint the highlights afterwards. Get these bits on the end of it. Probably get the wheel well into the bottom fuselage, and then these bits here are base colour with the airbrush, and then I will paint these lot here. So handy little instruction holder. Let's get going. So guys, that's the cockpit pretty much together, and the wheel well done, and the instrument panels off. The cockpit to dry, and then I'll get it into the spray booth and start taking it from there. So guys, that's going to be a wrap for that little bit of video. So you've seen the kit. My brief thoughts about what it's like, and made a little bit of a start on it. I mean, I think it will go together relatively quickly and quite nicely, and then get on with the paint job. That's that. The plan from here onwards is probably get it into the spray booth for the cockpit, the inside part of the tub, the fuselage. And then I'll probably start working on like the wings and other bits and bobs whilst that's drying off. I'll try and film it as much as possible, and I'll also get some photos and put those up on the page, Facebook page over at British Aviation Scale, and also on Mr. Moo's Models. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. Any feedback, you're more than welcome. It's always appreciated, and happy modelling.